Welcome to Computer Fundamental Lab Practice, and this is Kumar Swamy from SRRS Government Polytechnic College, Agraharam, Sirsilla. And today we are going to learn what are web browsers and what is meant by an URL. Okay, so and coming to today's learning outcomes of this particular session is, so after completion of this lesson, a student will able to know what is a browser and what are different kinds of popular web browsers available in the world, and then the common user interface features of web browsers. Then he will able to understand what is an URL and some of the examples of URL. Okay, and coming to web browsers are commonly referred as browsers. So web browsers are we can simply call it as a browser. Web browser, both are same. Okay, so a browser is a software application for accessing information on the World Wide Web. So we are using the web browser or browser software. So first of all, a browser is a software. A browser is a software. Okay, so a browser is a software that is installed in client system. So what you need to understand here, so here is a person who is sitting in front of his personal computer. He is doing some work here, and there is a web server. It may be anywhere in the world. Okay, so there is some uh, network, internet. So this is some network. So in that network, this web server is there. So this is a web server. So this is a web server, and here is a client who is accessing the internet with the help of his PC. So in order to access the internet, he need a software in his personal computer. So that software is nothing but a browser. So a browser is a software installed on client machine. Okay, so the need of this browser is, so as we know, it is a software. So software is nothing but a collection of programs. So this software is communicating with the servers. So it sends a request to the server and receives some response from the server, and that response will be displayed in the browser to the user who are accessing the system. Okay, so in coming slides we'll go in depth of how it is happen now. So now coming to the definition, so it is a software application for accessing information on the World Wide Web. World Wide Web is simply we can call it as an internet. Okay, internet. When a user requests a web page from a particular website, the web server retrieves the necessary content from the web server. The web browser retrieves the necessary content information from the web server and then displays the page on the screen. Okay, so web browser, it receives a request from the user, right? When a user requests a particular web page, the web pages are available in the World Wide Web, in the web server. Those web pages are retrieved from the web server and displayed on the user browser so that the user can gain whatever he want. Okay, next, a web browser is not a search engine. So you need to understand what is a search engine. A search engine is just a website. So it is simply a website. So what it contains, that stores the searchable data about other websites. A search engine is a website that stores the searchable data about other websites. So examples are Google, Bing, DuckDuckGo, and etc. Yahoo, etc. Okay, so those are all different websites. So we have another session. In that session we are going to discuss about different what is search engine and what are different kinds of search engines available, what are the features of those search engines. That can be discussed in upcoming lecture. So right now, so we are restricting our discussion with definition only. So search engine is a website. In that website they are having different searchable data about the all the websites available in the World Wide Web. Okay, so it contains the websites information of all other websites who are those are available around the world, which are connected to the internet. So that is World Wide Web. Okay, so are you getting the point? So web browser is completely different with the search engine. Search engine is not a application installed on user computer. A search engine is not an application which is installed on user computer, but a web browser is an application installed on user computer who are accessing the internet. Okay, so uh, with the help of web browser we are accessing the search engine. With the help of web browser software we are opening we are accessing different kinds of search engines to know the details about various websites or various information what we want to search or retrieve from the World Wide Web. Okay, now so uh, right now coming coming to the web browser. So to connect a website server and display its web pages, a user must have a web browser installed in his PC, right? So a user who want to access a particular website, who want to view the web pages which are available on the website server. Okay, those web pages are only displayed on web browsers only. They cannot uh, display or present the data or web page information available on the web servers in computers without a website. So sorry, without a web browser. Okay, so that's why what we are calling to connect to a web servers and display its web pages. What are the web pages? A website is nothing. A web server is nothing but it is a collection of web pages. All the web pages are available in that particular web server. So we are retrieving those web pages from that server. Okay, that retrieved web pages must be displayed on the uh, user's computer screen. So that is possible only when that user must install the web browser software. Okay, so without web browser we cannot establish a communication with the web server websites. Okay, we cannot establish a communication link to web server without. So for example, this is web server and this is browser, user browser on his PC. Okay, so this is a computer. So without this browser we cannot establish this connection with the web server. Okay, so browser is an application or it is a software that establish the communication or connection with the web server. Okay, now web browsers are used on a range of devices including desktop, laptops, tablets and smartphones, right? So nowadays, in olden days, browsers are restricted to only desktop PCs and laptops, and nowadays every electronic gadget like tablet phones and smartphones, even feature phones also, all those are installed with different kinds of browser softwares. Okay, so now the first web browser. Now we are moving to some somewhat history. Okay, history about uh, web browsers. Okay, the first web browser was called World Wide Web, was created in 1990 by Sir Tim Berners-Lee. Okay, Tim Berners-Lee is the person who invented the World Wide Web in 1990. Okay, so this is the first web browser in the world. Okay, so World Wide Web is the first web browser invented in 1990 by Sir Tim Berners-Lee. And Mosaic is the world's first popular web browser. It is released in 1993 and it was the at that time it is the most popular most popular web browser. Okay, um, so based on this Mosaic, it influenced the Netscape Navigator in 1994, and then Navigator quickly became the most popular web browsers. So Mozilla Firefox is the uh, latter version of this Netscape Navigator. Okay, so Netscape Navigator is introduced in 1994. So based on this popularity. Okay, so at that time, now the popularity is moving to Netscape Navigator from this Mosaic. Okay, and next, in the year of 1995, Microsoft released Internet Explorer, Internet Explorer browser. Okay, web browser. Okay, so Microsoft debuted Internet Explorer in 1995 and leading to a browser war with Netscape. So competitor is Netscape. So Netscape Navigator up till now Netscape Navigator become more popular, but in 1995 Microsoft released a web browser with the name Internet Explorer. Okay, eventually the market share of Internet Explorer peaked at 95% in 2002. Okay, the market share around the world of this Internet Explorer is become 95%, over 95% in 2002. For this, there are so many reasons are there. So one of the reason is as Microsoft or at that time Microsoft is on Windows 95, Windows 2000 and 2003, uh, Windows XP. All these are the different versions of Windows operating systems developed by the Microsoft company. And at that time, all these operating systems are by default they are having an inbuilt web browser with the name Internet Explorer. Okay, so as Microsoft itself installed this Internet Explorer with their own operating system, so everybody is preferred to use Internet Explorer. Okay, so in this way, so it became popular. So around 95% of population in 2002 they are using Internet Explorer. Even though in 2003 Apple released its browser with the name Safari. Okay, so even though the Apple released its browser with the name Safari in 2003, but it is not much popular as compared with the Internet Explorer. Okay, why? Because this Safari browser is uh, designed for Mac operating system. Safari is for Mac operating system. This Mac is an operating system for of Apple company. So Apple companies, they are having their own operating system with Mac. In that Mac, they are provided with this Safari browser. Okay, as Mac operating system not becoming much popular, that's why this Safari browser is not popular as compared with the Internet Explorer. And in the year of 2004, Mozilla Firefox, Mozilla web browser released by the Firefox company. And remember one thing, so the fastest browser in the world is the Mozilla. So Mozilla Firefox is the most fastest web browser in the world. Okay, so it is released in 2004. And then Google debuted its Chrome browser in 2008. So Google released its browser with the name Google Chrome in the year of 2008, and it's become the most popular browser in 2012. So in 2012, so this Google Chrome became more popular. In 2015, Microsoft released its new Edge browser as part of the Windows 10 release, Windows 10 operating system. So this Edge browser is already pre-installed with the Windows 10 operating system. Okay, Microsoft Edge. In 2019, an estimated survey states that 4.3 billion people are using a web browser. Okay, and the most used browser is Google Chrome with a 64% global market share on all devices. All devices includes mobile phones, laptops, desktops, tablet PCs, and any other electronic gadgets with a capability to access the internet. Okay, so Google Chrome is having 64% of market share around the world, followed by Safari with 18%. Okay, so 18% for Safari, 64% for Google Chrome. Then the remaining is for remaining all other browsers. Okay, so these are the several popular web browsers we can easily identify with their logo. Okay, so this is the Microsoft Firefox Mozilla, and this is Google Chrome browser, and this is Internet Explorer icon, and for this is the Safari browser, and this is the Opera browser, and this is Microsoft Edge. This is the Microsoft Edge browser, and this is Internet Explorer only. Okay, so these are the popular browsers we are using. Okay, now coming to the popularity of web browser. Popularity of web browser is purely depending on the user interface they are providing. The features of user interface available in that particular web browser. Okay, so here, so what we are going to discuss is different kinds of browsers with their user interface features. Okay, so allow the users to open multiple pages at the same time. The popularity of web browser becomes more and more if it allows the user to open multiple web pages at the same time, either in different browser windows or in the different tabs of same window. Okay, so the popularity is more increased if they allow multiple browser windows to be opened, multiple tabs of different will be open on the same window, or different browser windows are open for the multiple web pages. Okay, now all the web browsers are provided with an option called forward and backward button. So back and forward buttons to go back to the previous page visited or forward to the next one. Okay, so backward and forward buttons must be there. A refresh or reload buttons on reload the current page. So a refresh page button must be there, so that the user can reload if the content of that particular web page is not displayed properly due to some uh, poor internet connections or something. Okay, a stop button to cancel the loading the page. So that web browser must include a refresh button, a stop button, so that the user can cancel the loading of a particular web page from the web server. Okay, a home button to return to the user's home page. Okay, so a browser must include it with a home button, so that the user can switch to his home page after visiting so many web pages. Instead of pressing the back button again and again, so users can simply press the home button, so that he can directly move to the starting page or home page. Okay, a web browser must provided with an address bar to input the URLs of page and display. Okay, so web browsers must have an address bar. In the address bar we are going to type several website address. Okay, so that must be displayed on that particular address bar. Then a search bar to input terms into a search engine. So a web browser must included with a search option, search bar. Okay, that search bar is connected with some search engines based on the user preferences. Okay, every user for example, two people are using same kind of web browser, but they are using different web servers, search engines. Then this search bar, whatever the user inputted the data, that can be searched in different web servers, search engines, because of their preferences to choose which kind of search engine they want to use. Okay, then so we need to talk about URLs. URL stands for Uniform Resource Locator. So the abbreviation for URL is Uniform Resource Locator. A URL is a human readable text that was designed to replace the numbers. Numbers are nothing but IP addresses that computers use to communicate with server. They also identify the file structure on the given website. So it is commonly known as web address. So what you need to understand is, every web server in the internet, or every computer in the internet, they are identified with some IP address. Okay, so IP address. So every web server is identified with some IP address, and this is the IP version 4 IP address. Okay, so it is a 32-bit IP address. Okay, IP version 4. So we cannot remember the IP addresses of all the PCs available around the world. Even we are not concerning about all other PC, all other website servers. So for example, in our case, so we are accessing the our SBTT site to know the notifications and exam details and the result details, etc. So for that reason, for that purpose, we need to remember this SBTET web server IP address, and we are using Gmail account to communicate with the different persons. For that purpose, we need to remember the IP address of Google server, Gmail server, and we are using some media, uh, YouTube channels or etc. So for that, we need to remember the IP address of that particular website, and we are using some print media or some different web servers, Facebook, Twitter, etc. So if you are it is not possible to remember all the IP addresses of those web servers. Okay, and it is not easy to remember these IP addresses every time. So for that purpose, these IP addresses are converted into some website name or domain names. Domain name. Okay, domain name or web address, website address. Okay. Now it is easy to remember www.google.com instead of 192.160.1.1. It is easy to remember dt.telangana.gov.in instead of remembering some 192.123.1.28, right? So it is a bit difficult to remember these IP addresses. So that's why we are remembering the website names. So website names are called domain names. Okay, so now a URL is a human readable text. This is the URL, something which is related to URL. Okay, was designated replace the numbers that computers use to communicate with the server. The computer can communicate, one computer can communicate with other computer with the help of URLs and port numbers, etc. So it is not easy to remember the what port they are using and what IP address they are using every time. So that's why we are using only human readable text form, and the computer automatically it converts the human readable text into a IP address and port numbers, etc. And they are communicate with each other, but they are displaying a human readable text on the screen. Okay, so next, a URL specifies the location of a resources on the internet. So web servers are having several web pages. So if you want to access a particular web page, you need to know the URL of that particular web page. Then only you can access that particular web page from the web servers. Okay. So a URL also specifies how to retrieve that resource. So here, so what you need to understand is, a resource means it may be any kind of multimedia. It may be audio file, it may be a video file, it may be a PDF file, text file, or it may be an HTML file, it may be anything, any kind of information. So that's why we are calling it as a multimedia. Okay, so where we are trying to access some multimedia which is available on the web server in the form of web pages. Okay, so we are trying to access that particular resource with the help of a name. That name we are calling it as a URL. Okay, so with the help of URLs only we are accessing the web pages from the server. Okay, the next, the URL also specifies how to retrieve that resource. Okay, so how to retrieve that resource mean how to communicate with that particular server and what port we need to use, what is the IP address, how to communicate, whether it is a TCP connection or UDP connection or it is a FTP connection. So such kind of things, all those are specified. Okay, so that is we are calling protocol. So protocol is nothing but a bunch of rules. Protocol is nothing but a bunch of rules that must be followed to access a particular resource from the websites or web servers by the web browsers. Okay, so web browser is installed on client PC. Okay, so this is a web browser and this is a client PC, and here we have a server. Okay, so in order to establish, these web browsers are responsible to establish a communication or connection with these servers. Web browsers are responsible to establish the connection. These web browsers are establishing the connection by following several rules and regulations. Those rules and regulations we are calling it as a protocol. Okay, so some of the popular protocols are HTTP, HTTPS and FTP. HTTP stands for Hypertext Transfer Protocol. So with the help of this protocol, we can transfer the web pages. HTTPS is a same as HTTP, but it is secured. And FTP protocol we are using to transfer files. Okay, video, audio files, any text file or etc. So for that we are using FTP, file transfer protocol. Okay, FTP stands for file transfer protocol. Okay, so once again I am repeating, client is a system, a client is a user who are using his own PC. Okay, in that PC he must have a web browser software, then only he can communicate with the web servers available around the world. Okay, okay, this client system must communicate connected with us with an internet. Okay, it must connect with an internet, and uh, it must have installed with some web browser, then only they can communicate with any server around the world. So what are the server? It contains several resources. Those resources are available in terms of web pages. So those web pages are retrieved from this server and displayed on the web browser, so that the user can know everything, every information available on the servers. Okay, so this communication establishment and transferring of files or web pages between the server and the client, and at last closing the communication between the client and server, that can be done by using some protocol. Okay, so the protocol is nothing but a set of rules how to establish a communication, how to close the communication, how to transfer the files, what port they have to use, and in every time, in every packet sending between the client and server through the by using a media. That media we are calling it as an internet media, by using that media. Okay, so this is the basic structure of a protocol, sorry, URL. So every URL must preceded with a protocol followed by colon followed by double slash, then followed by domain name. If it is any top level uh, domain name followed by top level domain name, then the path of the resource, path of the web page we are looking. Okay, a URL consisting of protocol, domain name and a path, which includes the specifies the subfolder structure where a page is located. Page is nothing but a web page, a resource. Okay, so in a server, web pages are categorized or grouped into several folders. Okay, okay, this folder structure must be available in that particular server. So now we are requesting a web page for this that is available on this server, means on that particular server in which folder and in which subfolder that resource is available, we must give that information, then only the server is able to send that response to the client. Okay, so that location must be provided with the help of this path, whatever the path we are providing in the URL. So that is the sub folder location where that particular resource is available. So for example, different kinds of URLs are available. So here, so this is the protocol for this is http colon slash slash www.exampledomain.com. So this is the top level domain.com, and this is the domain name example domain, and this is the world wide web. Okay, and this is the protocol colon slash slash. Now look at protocol HTTP, HTTPS, FTP and etc. SMTP, like that. So many protocols are there. With the help of those protocols only we are communicating, we are establishing the communication between the client and server. Some are secured, some are not secured, and some are specifically designed for the specific purpose, like FTP. FTP is purely designed to transfer the files between client and server, and SMTP is there, simple mail transfer protocol. This SMTP protocol mainly used to transfer the mails between client and server, so they are using in mail servers only. Okay, like that. So a URL must shorter than 2083 characters. The URL must be less than these 2083 characters. So one of the URL http colon slash slash www.gmail.com, www.google.com, yahoo.com. Okay, some http colon slash slash www.dt.telangana.gov.in, etc. So thank you. If you have any kind of query, just ping me to kumaraswamy.dapa@gmail.com. And now we are going to look at some practical session with this browser, how they are working. Now I am connected with an internet connection. So here I have Internet Edge. Microsoft Edge belongs to a family of Internet Explorer web browser, and this is a Google Chrome browser, and this is a Mozilla Firefox. Okay, so now I am opening the Google Chrome, as it is become uh, as this is the more popular browser, right? So I want to know the list of browsers available. So for that way I am using the Google search engine, list of browsers. So these are the popular browsers available. So I am using Wikipedia. Wikipedia is also one of the web server search engine, right? So this is the World Wide Web browser. Then so several browsers are there. So all are along with their year of uh, along with their year, right? When they introduce into the market. Okay. So these are different browsers, but all are not using some everybody using mostly Google Chrome browser, right? And next we are talking about the URL, right? So here, so for example I am opening this World Wide Web. So this this is a web page. This web page is contains several information. That information is in the form of text, images and etc, and all these are available in Wikipedia web server. Okay, and the location of this web page is this one. This is the path under Wiki World Wide Web. So this is the path. So this is the name of the URL, domain name. Okay, so for example, so dt dot telangana dot gov dot in. So dot in is the top level domain. Okay, gov dot in is the top level domain. In that, dt dot telangana is one of the web server. Okay, so here we are it is displaying the domain name only. It is not displaying the www dot and http colon slash slash www. So the by default those are included with this name. Okay, and so what you need to do is right. So this is our website, right? So this is the for example, I want to know some notification. I want to know something about notification. So this, then when I am pressing this notification button, some web page is loaded. So these web pages are already stored in the web server. When I am using that particular link, that page will be loaded in this web browser. Okay. So these are the tabs. So this is one tab, another tab. So if you press this, you can open a new tab. So like this, you can open any number of tabs. You can open any number of different websites in this particular single browser window. Okay. So this is the address bar. So this one is the address bar. So this one is the address bar. In the address bar, we are going to type several domain names, addresses of the different web servers. Okay, and so this is the zoom window, zoom button. Okay, so these are the several setting options available in the browsers. Okay, so web browsers must they may also contain the history of the user, what he is searching on the website. Okay, so like this, so we have different kinds of browsers. So try to install at least one browser in your personal computer, and then try to use that browser to open different kinds of websites. Okay, as we have a session to create how to create a email, and how to what are search engines, how to use those search engines. So at that time, we are going to learn how to use the search engines, and how to compose a mail, and how to create a mail. At that time, all those are belongs to different web servers. They are opened in web browser only again. Okay, so web browser is nowadays web browser is crucial. Without a web browser, we cannot access the any web resources on the internet. Okay, so thank you for patience, and for any kind of query, please send me a mail to kumarswami.dapa@gmail.com. Thank you.